Ah, Jovan. Right, General, what news do you bring? Your Grace, I haven't found anything specific about decorations from the letter, but the word has it that the kings of the north usually decorate their correspondence to show off their wealth. Maybe some of our northern lords adopted this tradition. Thank you, General. If you find anything else, please let me know. Your Grace, the wooden hut in the forest appeared to be some sort of kitchen for preparing spices. It was abandoned. We searched the place and found this vial hidden under the flooring. Did you find anything else? No, Your Grace. The place was empty apart from lots of dried rosemary. Thank you. What kind of vial? There seems to be a substance inside. This is what poison tell us. I'd better leave it be. Oh yeah. Okay. Before I do anything else, I'm going to get the General to go and do Cascade. Right, Jovan. Lord Jovan, Your Grace. My condolences about Talis' death. I've heard about Rodovia. I will help you with them. 120 men will be at your command. I will also give you 5 gold. But only if Sir Frederick joins your ranks. I wouldn't want to upset him. Sir Frederick? Battle for Brianna? You must have heard. He led a defense force, repelled an army 5 times bigger. My superior officer. I served under his banner. Although it's been many years, we keep in contact. We train together. Recent years haven't been easy for him, I must say. Thank you, Jovan. I'll send a pigeon right away. Not to worry, Your Grace. I'm sure Sir Frederick will help. It's just a formality. What is animal tooth? You have an extensive library, Your Grace. Don't you have a bestiary you could look at? I don't think we keep any bestiaries in our library, because you're stupid. I don't either. I think someone who has personally dealt with a lot of animals would know more about this tooth. I found a letter. This letter is written on very intricately decorated parchment. You know where it could have come from? Some lords use fancy paper to show off their wealth, but I don't know anyone who does that. I found this near Branca. Can you tell me anything about it? Vials have many uses today. It can be used in preparing and storing potions and spices, or even as ornaments. This one is nicely decorated, but it has been used to hold some sort of substance. That's all I can think of, I'm afraid. That's all. As you please, Your Grace. Your Grace, we don't know how this happened. The creature, the witch from the forest. She escaped, Your Grace. Someone opened her doors. Idiot. Some fool was brave enough to seek the eternal wisdom. We all knew the eternal wisdom was just a hoax. We knew she's nothing but an old hag. But some young boy, he fell for the tale. And now, Babushka is out of the woods. Babushka? Your Grace, you don't know Babushka. She's, well, a witch, an old hag, older than anyone knows. She's been around forever. She's short and crooked. Her bony legs barely support layers of her old wrinkly skin. She has a long hooked nose. Her nostril hairs are so long they hang down to her breasts. She wears a snakeskin coat and a scarf around her head, tiny bones attached carefully to each strand. And she walks. The bones clatter against one another, clickety-clock, clickety-clock. She lives in the woods, although no one has seen her for many years. The legend has it that she used to lure children into the forest to eat them. Some legends also say she gives eternal wisdom to whom is brave enough to look her in the eyes. What can I do about this? I'm not sure, Your Grace. In the village she transcribed these words on her doors. Turn your back to the forest, your front to me. She also leaves old chicken legs on our doorsteps. We're afraid she's going to come for our children. Every night someone hears the clicking. She might be preparing a sort of spell of some kind. I can't do anything for you. I think someone's trying to fool you. Stick it out, they'll stop eventually. Your Grace, it's no joke. Everyone is terrified. I don't know where else to look for help. I'm sorry. Yeah, I figured that would happen. Your Grace, more and more people gather to pray. We can't fit everyone in a barn no more. We wanted to build a new shrine, but we need some help inviting holy spirits to the place. We will be in the favor of the gods. The fields will be more fertile, the monsters will be kept at bay, and the evil spirits will avoid our village. If you can aid us with the court witch and some gold to pay for the materials, people will be forever grateful. I'll send you the witch. Sure. She'll be able to help bring positive spirits to the shrine. May the gods be with you. Thank you, your grace. May the gods look kindly upon thee. Up I get. Ibabo, bye. Alright, let's go and see what this file looks like. Alright, we need to send pigeon to Sir Frederick. You actually made gold that turn. Save and continue. Right, General. The situation got pretty hot. It wasn't possible to avoid bloodshed. Nonetheless, we have secured Lord Etton's dust wares. Right, Sir Frederick. At your service, your grace. Looking for allies. Lord Jovan mentioned you could help. Ah, yes. I have heard of your troubles, your grace. Radovians lack proper training, but gods know what they have at their disposal. My 80 men, 4 gold, and 2 supplies will be a great boon. As a noble knight, it is my duty to help those in need. However, I can't allow liars to taint a knight's honor. The battles for Brianna, Kelju, under my command the army of the two-headed bird was defeated. I have lost 3 fingers in my time. I have endured many broken bones, but Noaxi, not a single scar. Even the finest swordsmen bear scars. Many have fought and died. That Noaxi, show me a single person who can confirm his accomplishments. Someone who actually saw him in a fight. For all we know, it's just prettily worded lies. Noaxi is a deceiving liar, and I ask you to help me prove it. Didn't strike me as a dishonest man. Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. He was entirely Gilderoy Lockhart as a knight. Did he tell you the story about a griffin? There was something about a griffin and a tree. He sets the tree on fire, the big griffin comes to save her cubs, but catches her wings on fire, drops down, and he finishes her off. No, he told me about how he defeated a dragon. Doesn't matter. Same story, different details. Sometimes it's a dragon, other times a griffin or a wyvern. There's always a tree, babies, and something about his wits. What is it that you need help with, did you say? Tell him there's a lehigh in the nearby forest. The creature's just a story, and of course it's not there. See what he says, though. If he brings you proof, then we catch him red-handed. Help me show everyone what he's really made of, and I'll stand by your side in one more battle. Okay, that'll be all for now. As you please, your grace. So Noaxi has given me 180 and 5 supplies. He will give me 80. So they'll give me 200. Be less supplies, but I'll also get 9 gold that I'm not getting at the minute. So Okay. Okay. Torlando. Who the fuck's Torlando? Ahem. To you I come, a truly humble kind. I hope I find you well, in good shape and mind. Your Grace, this is Torlando, a writer known across many halls and taverns. Excuse me, not just Torlando. I am Torlando the Wonderful, writer and poet recognized in all kingdoms, experiencing the artistic renaissance, the popularity of whom is discussed even in kingdoms of stagnant growth, including Yeles, Caladur, Beravia, and Radovia, of which I will remain silent for the known reasons. Very well. What can I do for you? Your Grace, if I may, I'm working on my latest release, but I have no clue how to finish this piece. It's a story about royal intrigues, oaths of the past, foolish peasants, and passionate lust. May I honor you with my latest work? Of course. I'm open to art of all kinds. The poem is, for now, entitled Gopal Nokta. Ahem. The moon shines so bright high up in the sky. Gopala night is upon us. Laughter and music can be heard outside, but the weary night may not rest. Inside the castle, there's no frivolous joy. The fatal matter must be solved. The night is short this time of year, so let's make the best of it while we can. Fire, pleasure, and delight will rule this night. Sure. It's a fantastic, bravo. Thank you, Your Grace. Although I am not surprised that you find this so delightful. The problem is I cannot continue. Ahem. I have hit a wall, and I cannot write at all. I am desperate for some true inspiration. I strongly believe that seeing your general patrolling would get my creative juices rolling. Therefore, I beg of you, please allow your general to join me to get out of this squeeze. Come back another time. I wish I could help. Perhaps return another time, and I will try to keep a general available to assist you. I can see the desire in your eye to hear more of my wonderful poetry. I shall be back within 2 weeks. Your general better be ready by then. I want him to go off and see what is in Cassano. Right, merchant, what you got? Your Grace, Jonas Pickle here, a traveling merchant. I have a unique collectible item for you. A set of cards, but before you send me away, let me show you. You see, every card is depicted with an illustration of beautiful, exotic women. I understand that the Queen may not approve of them, but she doesn't have to know. Only 12 gold. Jonas, is it? I recognize your name. Jonas? Yes. At your service. Why do you ask? I think you'll stay here with me. Thought I recognized those gloves. You're going to my dungeons, I think. I know someone who wants to talk to you. This is a misunderstanding. My name is Jotan. Yes, Jotan, not Jonas. We should probably invite Lady Masha and tell her... We found her lost friend. Fucking sorcerer. Your Grace, I am a sorcerer from the market. Your petitioners often visit me if you refuse them help. I aid as many people as I can for very little in return. It's often not enough to cover all the ingredients I need for potions. As it stands, I'm out of most of my ingredients at the moment. The queue to my place isn't any shorter than yours. Would you please be able to help out with some extra gold? Fuck it off. Really appreciate you helping our people, but I don't have enough resources to help you. No wonder there are so many sick people in Tavern if the king does not prioritize healthcare. Your queue isn't even half as big as mine. Humph! You told me it was as big as yours, so fuck off. Your Grace, parts of our village was flooded. Luckily no one got hurt, but our homes were devastated. We could use some gold to buy resources to rebuild our homes. Sure. Been affected by the floods too recently. Here's 12 gold. I believe that should be enough for you to acquire the required resources. It's most magnificent of you, Your Grace. Thank you. Right, I've got 15 minutes more in me. Dungeon's getting a bit crowded. Just a little crowded. Zila. Rama. Yeah, sure. Next week. Save and continue. Right, General. Your Grace, I ran into a small bandit camp. They were keeping a merchant captive. I've helped him out, and in return he gave me this gold. Shiny. Dear Father, tell Cedani Dusty is fine. He was meowing for the first 2 days of the journey without stopping, so his voice was gone. He gave up after that and just slept the rest of the way. Unfortunately, King Evil was allergic to cats, so we keep him outside our chamber. Not to worry though, I made a little house for him, so he has a cosy place all for himself. I miss you all so much. Perhaps you could visit me one day. Poor Dusty, he always loved to cuddle in bed with Lorsilia. Cedani said doesn't need to know about this. Should ask Lorsilia about something else. Ask her about Evil. Ask her about Evil. What is he is like as a husband? How he is dealing with his father's death. Say that I wish to give him my condolences. Mention that we are working on finding the murderer. Very well, Your Grace. I will write her a letter. We should anticipate a reply within a couple of weeks. Right, Lena. I've helped the worshippers with the spirits, Your Grace. There are a lot of people gathering in the new shrine now. Thank you, Alina. Your help is always appreciated. Right, Dragon's Lair. Found the letter. I wouldn't know. I didn't receive many letters, Your Grace. I'm always travelling, so letters never reach me. I used to buy poison vials from merchants to use on monsters. I don't buy them anymore. They never worked. I haven't seen such an elegant vial before, though. It looks important. But a monster? We have a problem with a monster. Aha! So you do have your own monster, Your Grace. Lehigh is the name. It's a small creature. Imagine a pig, but hairy with long claws and horns. It can be dangerous, but for me it will be a piece of cake. I expect my return shortly. That's all. Sounds like one of the kids just went through to my wife. Your Grace, where I come from, there's an odd fog surrounding the nearby forest. Anyone who goes in the fog disappears without any trace. A few local adventurers came forward. They said they would find the one responsible, but they never came back. We're thinking the fog turns people into frogs, bugs maybe. Plenty of them in the forest, but no sign of the people who go in there. I think this is a task for the witch. Perhaps the fog has some magical origin. It would be best to send a witch to check on it. Perhaps she can handle the situation. Of course! Fight magic with magic. Got a smart head on your shoulders, no wonder you're the king. Thanks. Oh, your Grace, my boy, my dearest grandchild, got himself into big trouble, Your Grace. He asked me not to come here, but I don't know where else to go. He's been involved with the oracle dust sales for a long time now. It's harmless, he told me. Only selling to begin with, but he recently started using it as well. He was over the moon, so happy and giggly at first. Even tried convincing me to use it to relax. But I am no lady to get involved in this nasty business. Now he's very ill, your grace. Can't leave the bed, my poor baby. He keeps asking me to bring him some more dust, but I know this is the cause of his illness for sure. He tells me it'll make him feel better. I have no heart to look at him in this state, barely moving, with skin as blue as blueberries. Please help, your grace. Sorry, I can't help. You're asking for far too much gold. Can't help your grandson. He needs to stay strong until his illness passes. Make sure he stays hydrated and don't let him take any more of the dust. You'll come out of it. I really hope he does, your grace. I don't know what I'd do without him. Right then, cook. Your grace, our rooster has been running around our kitchen for days, but we've finally managed to catch him. It was a beautiful bird. We couldn't keep him, as we already have a rooster, but it made a delicious broth. Our staff liked it so much I thought I'd bring some for you to try. Not sure where this chick came from, but it was surely well fed. Oh, for fuck's sake. Poor Cedani. Why couldn't you ask me first? It's my daughter's pet. Oh, your grace, I didn't know. My apologies. It's fine. She doesn't need him now. The stabber. Stabber! He's gone. Better check on her later. Fuck a duck. Poor Cedani. Sometimes lords are busy and you won't be able to invite them to your throne room. This will be shown with a red arrow next to the lord profile. Right, so we need to invite the Masha? Yeah, because Lena wanted to marry my... Yeah, so it must be Masha. Okay. Choose where our general is going after this. Fuck. I want to have this combo. Australia sent an alarm. I asked her about Dusty, just like you told me to. What'd she say? Is Dusty alright? Does he like the new castle? Bet he'd prefer it here. He is completely fine, Cedani. He didn't like the journey so much. He is in a cozy castle now, probably laying by some warm fireplace. No, father, he is an explorer. He probably runs around all the castle walls like he did here. Of course, Cedani. I had to let the rooster go, Cedani. Jesus Christ, more of the lies. I let the rooster free. I'm sorry. He really wanted to get outside these castle walls. He's going to be happier if he's free. Thank you, your grace. I wanted to do this myself. He wasn't suited to be an agent. All he did was poop everywhere. I'm glad you set him free, father. I'm glad too. Please be careful with these animals, silly Pickle. I am, your grace. Fuck's sake. Such a good wee girl. Right. Matt. I don't have anywhere else. Oh well. Need to spend money to get more locations available. An agent available for orders. I am aware of this. Right, stables. 9 weeks until Rodovia comes. Orlando's back, okay. You've called for me. Guess who's in my dungeons? You've got that little weasel, didn't you? Here's some extra gold for your trouble. Thank you, your grace. Oof, 7 gold. Thank you very much. And 130 swords. Nice. 1 gold and 3 supplies a turn. Good, good, good. Alright, so the only person we've not spoken to now is Garrego. Send for him? Right, Cedani, what you want? Where? Is that another pair of yours you've got there, silly Pickle? What is it this time? Lizard. A lizard would be interesting. Too difficult to take care of, but this, it's just some silly toy. Recruiting agents is far more difficult than you would imagine. Why the agents? What are you planning to use them for, silly Pickle? It's to save Lord Sulia and Dusty from the evil prince. When my agents are ready, we will take Lord Sulia back home. My agents will be best friends with Dusty. Maybe I will let you use them one day too, if you're good. Silly Pickle. Evil is not evil. Besides, he's no prince, he's a king now. Tana is really far away too. Well, those seem like good points, but you do your job, I do mine. Let's see that toy. It's quite unusual, isn't it? It doesn't look like it came from our country. Where did you get it from? Maya gave it to me. It brings luck, she says. I see. On for now, Cedani. See if you can find more agents. Yes, Father, Your Grace. I need to see that friend of Asalia. Right, Orlando, you can have it. Yes, on you go. I will send the General to aid you in your quest. Absolutely fantastic! You will not be disappointed, for I shall bring you a classique. Hey, merchant. Your Grace, normally I wouldn't bother you, but I have no other choice. I'm a merchant delivering goods from one place to the other. I sell trinkets of all sorts. What do you sell? Paintings, vintage scrolls, historical relics. I even once had the wooden leg of Vlod the Spindle Shanks. Yeah. Went for a crazy 200 pieces of gold. But none of that matters now, so I was robbed on the way back to my hometown Prevesk. And if I am not mistaken, now you need funds to carry on with your journey? Correct. You really know your stuff, Your Grace. I would need 23 gold to get back on my feet. I am a businessman, so I know how to invest this money. I will make a profit in no time. I will repay you as soon as I can. With interest, of course. I'm sorry. Find someone else to help you. What? Why not help a truly honest man? Vlod the Spindle Shanks. That was a good one. Exactly. Try and make me give up my hard-earned money. For your tomfoolery. Yes, Father? Cedani's toy. Explain this, Asalia. It's a toy? Yes, Cedani got this toy from Maya. I've seen this toy before. Maya, you're not from Baravia, are you? My family, we travel a lot. I was passing by, but I heard all the racket here. Is everything alright, darling? Look at this toy, Aurelia. I recognise this. Of course you do. We saw one just like it when we were robbed by Bayran 13 years ago. Where did you get this toy from, Maya? My parents travel a lot. We're travelling merchants. They must have bought it somewhere? Your accent, this toy, staying in Devern for a while. You're from Redovia. Tell me you didn't know about this, Asalia. Father, please, no. Don't do anything to her. It's all my fault. I asked her to visit us. We're preparing for battle. We're planning to repel an attack. But Redovians are already in my castle. Oh, for fuck's sake. Look what you did to your father, Eric! Oh, you're up. Eric, that's twice now. Asalia's friend is a Redovian. We're preparing for war against them and yet they're already here. Yes, I had a chat with them already. Asalia won't be seeing her friend anymore. I decided not to kill her, but I banished her from the castle. She's just a girl. Perhaps, but what kind of message does it send? Our daughter playing with the enemy in our castle. Didn't consider letting her stay, did you? You did well. Wouldn't have allowed Maya to stay in our castle. You did well, darling. Thank you. Nothing good ever comes from Medovians. You collapsing. Two of us not being able to conceive an heir. Break your promise and you shall be punished. The kingdom will be fertile, but you won't see a successor amongst your offspring. Isn't that how it went? I promised my firstborn daughter to Bayran. I didn't do it because I was afraid of a witch. I did it to protect us. At the time I thought Bayran was a fool for agreeing to this. Surely a bandit wouldn't be able to travel such a distance, enter the throne room and dare to ask a king for his daughter. And yet here we are. Telling you, it's the witch. How else could he become a king? How else could they threaten war? How else that you couldn't have a son? You might be right. I will look into the curse, darling. I will see if we can do it right away. At least I can help take some of the burden from your shoulders. Thank you. Feel better now. It's time to get up. I guess I'd better see Asalia. Right, so when we're ready to carry on, I will stop this for the night. So I think after this conversation. Yes, Father. About Maya. I'm sorry, Father, I didn't want to hurt you. Yeah, I know. I'm fine, just not that young anymore. Doctors say tense situation can have this kind of effect. I don't want to upset you, Father. But why the war, Father? Isn't life difficult enough as it is? Why make things harder for one another? I know that Maya is from Redovia, and she told me my heart froze up. I knew it meant trouble. But I got to know her. They're not bad, they're just like us. Not barbarians, as Mother likes to call them. They attacked our villages. Of course there are bandits, thieves. It doesn't mean they're all like this. You're a king, Father. Tell me, did you never have to punish a thief or a bandit who was from Deverne? Well, just because one person did bad things doesn't mean we're all bad. I just don't understand why we have to fight. They threaten us. They want to take over our castle. What if you just got it all wrong? We can't risk it, Asalia. It's all very complicated. That's a great shame, Father. But who knows, maybe one day. Maybe one day. Hey, by all means, if you want to marry this guy that you don't think's a brute, then yeah, by all means. That'll save us the hassle.